koi pond is a truly rewarding experience, transforming your backyard into a vibrant, living masterpiece, where these majestic fish glide gracefully through the water. However, the true art of koi keeping extends far beyond aesthetic appeal. It deeply involves understanding and meticulously maintaining the invisible world beneath the surface, your pond's water quality. Much like humans need clean air to breathe and a balanced environment to thrive, koi depend entirely on the precise chemical and physical properties of their watery home. Overlooking these crucial elements, particularly pH, dissolved oxygen, and temperature, can quickly turn a serene sanctuary into a stressful, even life-threatening environment for your prized koi. This comprehensive guide will illuminate why these factors are so vital and provide practical, easy-to-understand steps to ensure your koi remain healthy, vibrant, and long-lived. One of the most fundamental aspects of water quality is pH, which measures how acidic or alkaline your pond water is. The pH scale ranges from 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral. For koi, the ideal pH range is generally considered to be between 7.0 and 8.6, with some experts suggesting an optimal range of 7.2 to 7.4 or 7.0 to 7.5. Maintaining a stable pH within this slightly alkaline range is paramount for koi health. If the pH drops too low, becomes too acidic, a condition called acidosis can occur, leading to symptoms like loss of appetite, excess slime production, blood-streaked fins, and potentially death. Conversely, if the pH becomes too high, too alkaline, it can lead to alkalosis, with similar symptoms such as increased slime, gasping at the surface, and ultimately, death. High pH levels also significantly increase the toxicity of ammonia, a harmful byproduct of fish waste, making even small amounts dangerous. The toxicity of ammonia can increase tenfold for every single unit increase in pH above neutral. Therefore, understanding and managing pH is critical for preventing stress and disease, allowing your koi to perform essential bodily functions like osmoregulation, which balances their internal fluids and electrolytes. To effectively manage pH, regular testing is indispensable. pH test kits, including liquid test kits or test strips, are readily available. Though digital pH meters offer more accurate readings, it's recommended to test pH at least once a week, and even more frequently in new ponds or during seasonal changes when water conditions can fluctuate. Take 2 readings, one in the early morning and another in the late evening, and aim for no more than a 0.3 difference between them, as sudden shifts in pH can be highly stressful for fish. If your pond's pH is consistently too low, you can raise it by gradually adding baking soda, about 1 teaspoon per 5 to 10 gallons of pond water, dissolved in a bucket first, crushed coral or limestone rocks, which naturally release calcium carbonate and increase alkalinity. Adequate aeration can also help raise pH by expelling excess carbon dioxide, which otherwise forms carbonic acid and lowers pH. If the pH is too high, partial water changes with fresh, treated water can help dilute alkalinity. Commercially available pH reducers, citric acid, or peat moss, added to the filter, can also lower pH naturally, but always make gradual adjustments, ideally not more than 0.3 pH units per day, to avoid shocking your fish. Introducing more aquatic plants can also help lower pH. Beyond pH, dissolved oxygen, DO, is another life-sustaining element for koi. Just like humans, koi absorb oxygen for their metabolic processes and healthy growth, but they extract it from the water through their gills. The optimal oxygen level in koi ponds typically ranges from 6 to 8 milligrams per liter, though an oxygen level above 7 milligrams is desirable and over 8 milligrams is excellent. When oxygen levels drop below 5 milligrams, koi begin to show signs of stress such as sluggishness or gasping at the surface near waterfalls or aerators. Levels below 3 mgRL are critical and can be life-threatening, leading to decreased appetite, inhibited growth, increased susceptibility to disease, excessive stress, and ultimately, death. It's crucial to remember that not only fish but also beneficial bacteria in your filter, which are vital for breaking down waste, depend on sufficient dissolved oxygen to survive and function. Several factors can significantly impact dissolved oxygen levels in your pond. Water temperature has an inverse relationship with oxygen holding capacity. Warmer water holds less oxygen than cooler water, This makes maintaining oxygen levels more challenging during warmer months. Fish density also plays a role. As more fish in a pond increase the overall oxygen demand, overstocking can lead to a drastic drop in oxygen, especially at night when aquatic plants cease photosynthesis and instead consume oxygen, along with algae and decomposing organic matter like fish feces and uneaten food. Biological activity from bacteria decomposing organic waste also consumes oxygen. Heavy rainfall can introduce excess nutrients, potentially leading to algae blooms that cause oxygen fluctuations, while long droughts increase water temperature, further reducing DO. Therefore, understanding these dynamics is key to preventing oxygen depletion and ensuring your koi have enough to breathe. Fortunately, there are many effective ways to increase and maintain optimal oxygen levels in your koi pond. Mechanical aeration, such as air pumps with diffusers or air stones, is a direct and reliable method, creating bubbles that not only add oxygen but also circulate water. Water features like fountains and waterfalls are also excellent for aerating water by agitating the surface, which facilitates gas exchange. Water circulation from a powerful pump helps distribute oxygen evenly and prevents stagnation. Introducing the right aquatic plants can help increase oxygen levels during the day through photosynthesis, though it's important to maintain a balance to avoid oxygen competition at night. Regularly removing debris like leaves and sludge prevents decomposition, which consumes oxygen. Furthermore, maintaining a balanced fish population, avoiding overstocking, and refraining from overfeeding are crucial practices to manage oxygen demand. In emergencies, even spraying water into the pond with a hose can temporarily increase oxygen. Water temperature is another critical environmental factor that profoundly influences koi health. As cold-blooded animals, poikilothermic, koi's body temperature directly matches their surroundings, affecting their metabolic rates, immune system, and overall activity. The optimal temperature range for koi is generally between 15 degrees and 25 degrees, 59 degrees to 77 degrees, with many recommending 18 degrees C to 25 degrees C, 65 degrees C to 75 degrees, for best growth and fewest health issues. While koi can tolerate a wider range, from 1.66 degrees to 29.44 degrees, 35 degrees to 85 degrees, extreme temperatures can be detrimental. High temperatures, especially above 28 degrees, 82 degrees, decrease the water's ability to hold dissolved oxygen, while simultaneously increasing the koi's metabolic rate and oxygen consumption, leading to stress, illness, and even death. Warm water also increases the toxicity of certain substances and the virulence of bacteria and parasites. Conversely, water temperatures below 10 degrees, 50 degrees, significantly reduce a koi's metabolism, appetite, and immune system function, making them vulnerable to cold water diseases. Below 5 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees F, koi enter a state of hibernation, and prolonged exposure around 2 degrees F, 35 degrees F, can be fatal. Managing temperature fluctuations is vital to protect your koi. A deeper pond, at least 3 feet or even deeper depending on location and fish quantity, is inherently more stable, as it warms and cools more slowly. Providing ample shade with aquatic plants, floating islands, or shade sails can significantly reduce direct sunlight exposure and keep water temperatures down during hot summer months. Regular partial water changes with cooler, dechlorinated water can also help lower temperatures, but these changes should be gradual to avoid thermal shock to the fish. In colder climates, pond heaters or covering the pond can help prevent extreme temperature drops, though some argue a cold period can benefit color development. During transitional seasons like spring, when temperatures can fluctuate widely, koi are particularly vulnerable, as their immune systems are weakened from winter. Monitoring water temperature with a reliable pond thermometer is a simple yet crucial practice for proactive management, allowing you to take timely actions to maintain the optimal range. It's crucial to understand that pH, dissolved oxygen, and temperature are not isolated factors. They are interconnected and constantly influence each other within the delicate pond ecosystem. For instance, as water temperature rises, its capacity to hold dissolved oxygen decreases, creating a critical challenge for koi that also have increased oxygen demands in warmer water due to higher metabolic rates. Moreover, pH levels can impact the toxicity of ammonia, with higher pH making ammonia more dangerous to fish. Carbon dioxide levels, influenced by fish respiration and plant photosynthesis, also directly affect pH. Increased CO2 leads to lower pH. Even the beneficial bacteria in your biological filter, essential for converting harmful waste products like ammonia and nitrite into less toxic nitrates, operate optimally within specific temperature and pH ranges. Their efficiency can be significantly reduced in colder water or at unfavorable pH levels, leading to a buildup of toxins. Recognizing these complex interactions is key to holistic pond management, as an imbalance in one area can quickly cascade and affect the others, ultimately jeopardizing the health and well-being of your koi. Beyond these specific parameters, general best practices are fundamental to maintaining overall water quality. Regular water testing, ideally weekly, for all critical parameters including ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate, is essential to catch and address issues before they escalate. An effective filtration system, combining mechanical and biological filtration, is paramount for removing physical debris and breaking down harmful waste products. Routine cleaning of filter media in pond water, never tap water, to protect beneficial bacteria and the pond itself by removing leaves, sludge, and other debris, prevents the accumulation of organic matter that can deplete oxygen and produce toxins. Partial water changes, replacing 10-25% of the pond water weekly or monthly with fresh, dechlorinated water, help dilute pollutants and replenish essential minerals. Avoiding overfeeding is crucial, as uneaten food decomposes and contributes to poor water quality. Finally, ensuring proper pond design with adequate depth and circulation, along with managing aquatic plants and avoiding overcrowding, all contribute to a balanced and healthy ecosystem where your koi can flourish. In conclusion, the health and vibrancy of your koi are inextricably linked to the quality of their watery environment. Understanding and diligently managing the critical parameters of pH, dissolved oxygen, and temperature are not merely tasks, but a continuous commitment to providing a stable and thriving habitat. Regular testing allows you to monitor these invisible forces, while proactive measures, from aeration and shading to careful feeding and consistent cleaning, empower you to fine-tune your pond's ecosystem. Remember, sudden drastic changes are often more harmful than slightly suboptimal but stable conditions. By embracing these principles of consistent care and attentive observation, you'll cultivate a pond where your magnificent koi can not only